Dark Souls 2. We're playing Dark Souls 2. That's it. That's the intro. That's all you get. That's all we got. I think maybe I'm fucking up the audio on this thing. There should definitely be something coming through. I'm gonna restart Dark Souls 2. It's really worth that blazing intro I gave. Oh god, why is it... Every now and then it just resets the resolution in a very unpleasant way. So I have to go into here. Here, what kind of a number is this? That's not a... I move this because it's moved. And for some reason gotten incredibly big. Why has OBS gotten so big? It's weird. Should be fine now. Be windowed anyway. And I just did that and then it's fine. Apologies for that. I'll try not to get hit then, perhaps. Shouldn't be too hard. Just press this button. Hello? Well, I've already messed that up. You should have brought that up before I started the stream. Right, these fellows. I forgot about you. This one's not so bad. I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about, Peps. I always had trouble with this thing. Let's go. Let's just lure it to the stairs because it has a hard time hitting you. Pebs is washing this. Well, how about I start over from DS1 after I finish DS3? And off stream. Didn't I upgrade my spirit bunch? Was it maxed out yet? It was maxed out. It's got slightly lower numbers, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's an actual person, isn't it? It's bound to happen sooner or later. I don't remember what this gives you, but I'll do it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? These guys don't seem to bother you unless you bother them. Or if you try and run away from the big guys. It's not like I didn't know that was a person. I just wanted to see how that was gonna go. Yes, well done. I could prevent that, but I'm not going to. Also, haven't actually used the spear properly before yet, so now's a good chance to get used to how it goes. I think this is also heavier than the lance, judging by how slowly I'm rolling. So I may need to do something. I don't actually know what I can do about this. This armor isn't that heavy. Where are we? 72. Yes, that is too high. If I take my pants off, that works. These aren't the best enemies to get used to a weapon moveset with. They kinda suck. I really don't like going through this area that much, honestly. Just give it a second. That was slower poke than the lance. How's that even possible? It's got a slower poke, but this move seems. At least it looks cool. It's better than just continually stabbing. Sort of damage that did. I still needed to kill it, but it was on the right track. Maybe I need to. I did intend to infuse this. Maybe I should go and do that. That shouldn't take too much. It'll probably help on these things anyway, given that they're all armory. Can't imagine that pure physical damage is the best thing. That should be enough.
I select.
These numbers sure seem like they drop a lot, but what do I know? If I stab a dog and I'm not completely disappointed, then that's good enough with me. Can't even see the numbers. Okay. I'm listening. I do feel a lot safer finding these things on the stairs. They really do suck. I'll try and expedite the boss killing process. I wasn't even paying attention to what I picked up just then. I hope it was good. Jumped onto there, but I don't remember if there's any reason to. There might be a chest up there. If there's a possibility of a chest, I'm going to take it. There was a chest up there. I don't remember if any of them actually use the Great Axe, despite the fact that there is a Great Axe version of these things' weapons. Right, there are two ways to go. I believe that's the way you're supposed to go, officially. And down here is no, not down here. It's here. There's a different path. I don't remember what you're supposed to do in this fight. I remember finding it kind of a pain. Don't remember why. I've got all these dark weapons, I might as well keep using them. Damn it. I think I spent quite a lot of time cheesing all the enemies here until they stop spawning. Hopefully it will not come to that here. It's mainly that second one, the one with the hammer. The biggest pain of them all. Not that any of them are that much better. Probably use an effigy. There's why I probably should have used an effigy. Doesn't it tell me my current HP at all? guess not. Either way, it's not good. I think I have to fight these things, otherwise the little fellows stop liking me. So I can't just run past everything. As much as I generally want to. Why are they still not using an effigy? Come on. Use them brains. I wasn't expecting that at all. That kind of shocked me. That shield bash. Yes, yes there is. I think the invader's a lot like that fella you fight further up with the two swords. If I remember correctly. One sword? Ow. I should have left myself stamina. Fucked up. That wasn't so bad. I remember having more trouble with that last time. Or I'm thinking of the other fellow. Distinct possibility. A chest with petrified something in it. There's a lot of chests over this place. Just covered in them. Crystal magic weapon. Fragrant branch. Always use those. Say crystal magic weapon like I'd ever use that. I'm not geared up for that. I have to put some points into endurance or whichever one gives you load capacity. So I can put my pants back on. Though really it's more like putting my shoes back on. I just noticed I was barefoot there. It's not ideal. You don't want to be running around like that. Not in a video game. Isn't that weird? I'd sooner run around barefoot in real life than in a video game. I have to kill you. What are you doing? I can stop you with a stab. That's good news to me. Just have to make sure I don't let you get me with one of those. They're not gonna let me get that swing in. So why do I keep trying? They will let me get one of those in. don't think. Yeah, there's no actual words there, I don't think. It's like vaguely English, but not quite. No, it doesn't say anything to you anymore. It gives you the thing. It's frankly a bit weird. I don't know what it's supposed to actually be. It gave me a thing. Point is, now I have to fight it because I'm obligated to. Let's see how this goes. Yes, do the stomp. That seems like something I can explain. Or just keep doing nothing. That seems pretty good too. I remember there's lots of running away from the fire because you can't really do anything else about it. And also it does help. I don't want to know if you present with annoying tail swing. There's a lot of range on that fire too. Ow. Land on me. I didn't have any way to get out of that once it started. I got stomped. Was I at full life? I was probably at full life. Or maybe I wasn't at full life. I should only have to fight 3 of these things on the way up now. This one being the problem one, as far as I'm concerned. It's just awfully good at chaining attacks. Hardly leaves you a chance to get in. If you're not standing on the stairs and half of his attacks miss anyway. It's really just a shit to fight. Don't mind telling you. Fortunately, I can get through all 3 of those on one dark weapon. This thing, the one that was here, I don't think respawns. So I just have to get back. Get through the 3 big guys. Go fight the big dragon again. Who now has a big old fog gate. And I don't get to get those free hits in at the start. be such a big chance to stab it. Why am I running? I wanted to run. It wouldn't let me. Still ready for it that time. Ideally, you want to be close to it when that fire runs out, I think. But possibly easier said than done. Don't got the stamina, run. I guessed it'd be directly underneath it either. Seems like the direction to go is off to the side of the tail. I could shoot it a bunch, but it's clear that it's got quite a lot of life. Be easily susceptible to that. Thanks for missing me somehow. That sword went right through me. I seem to remember the strategy I was reading about when I first fought this thing is, yeah, stand in front of its face, get it to breathe fire directly at you, which is a very long move, and then go for its legs. I'm done. Every now and then this bugger gives me trouble as well. You can't sprint through because if you don't fight the big guys, the little ones, they make your life probably harder to deal with than the big ones. And there's certainly enough to stop you once you get to that last area, if not beforehand. You're better off fighting them. See, if the hammer one had a gap that big, it'd be no problem. No. Instead, the moment you finished one swing, you're working on the other. I need more Estus, and that's not a thing you can get. They keep giving me these dragon charms. Maybe I should use them. I think it's just HP refill, isn't it? Possibly. It was poison. No poison around here. On the other hand, greatly recovers HP. The life gem's okay, but it really is just a supplement to my Estus at this point. Unless the Dragon Charm heals more than the Estus, because the Estus does not fill my life. I don't know why they're okay with me killing this dragon. They certainly seem to be here to protect it. Actually get hit by the fire. The tail does anything before I get hit by it. That didn't look like that bad of a stomp. Only getting slightly crushed by a giant dragon. This one might take a while. Strictly speaking, I don't have to fight it right now. I probably should get it out of the way. Lord knows I don't like the idea of coming back to fight these goddamn things. I've just got to work on understanding the dragon's moves a bit. The problem with the fire is that sometimes it's a little unpredictable to tell exactly where it'll exactly where it's going to wind up moving to. Sometimes it rotates in ways that I'm not expecting, which doesn't help. The sooner these things start despawning, the better. But I'd like it not to have to come to that. Not even going to try and fight these things on level ground. I've tried before. Not worth it. The ones without fancy new hammers are bad enough. These ones are worse. This is a dragon slaying spear. It should be good for this. I think dark is good against dragons as well. might be making that up. But while I was looking into dark damage before I'd really started this, I think pretty much the things that are weak to dark is giants, those stone soldiers in the keep, and dragons, if I remember correctly. Let me gently. Gets a bit confused when there's all that stuff around and you're trying to press Y and it's not working. Maybe I should see how much the heavy attack does. Probably less for more stamina. Not a good trade. Stand well clear of the stomps as well. Try to have stamina for when it flies. If I can keep that up, it doesn't seem so bad. You did that sooner than you did the other times. Wasn't ready for that. Trying to avoid getting stomped. Bait out a stomp? No, not gonna do anything. Okay. Turning? I'm turning. I want to get stomped again. Now I'm gonna be paranoid about getting stopped. I know if you do stomp, then I'm not likely to get stomped. So I want you to stomp. That's not what I meant. Let's get this one. Piece of garbage. I thought I would have been out of the fire. It's difficult to tell exactly where the fire is centered and where you should run away from as well. In addition to the weird rotating stuff. Or possibly it's the same thing. Did you not? I don't want to hit you first. I'll probably take some stuff off actually. Come on. That's not helpful. Unfortunately, I don't have much to do about that. I seem to recall remembering that the Dragon Shrine is quite a popular PvP area, and what we've seen here does suggest that. No. I'm not following your rules. Problem. Didn't even tell they had a shield on that clothes. And that could well be the point. I could burn an FD and make sure they don't get invaded, but I'm not going to. Been waiting so long to get someone in here. I'm gonna go and make sure it can't happen now that they're here. We've had bugger all human invaders for this whole series. I feel like that heavy attack's not going to be useful too often, but it will have its uses. Suppose there's not too many more bosses in the main game left. Apart from the ones, like, right at the end of the game, there's probably only like 2. Including this one. I didn't re-up my dark weapon. Stomp? It never stomps when I'm trying to get it to stomp. It only stomps when I don't want it to. If I could get it to do that move a lot, that would probably help. I don't do it willingly though. Because there's some pretty big gaps in that tail swing. It's probably deadly if I get hit by it. We saw what happened with that foot. doesn't even seem willing to use it twice in a row. Does the tail jiggle so damn much? It's very off-putting. I can't tell if it's animated or I'm doing it. As soon as I realized how close to the edge I was, I knew that was going to happen. That said, that fire knocked me back a lot less than I thought it was going to, so maybe I shouldn't be quite so worried about that. Well, you're gone already, are you? Nice. Want you to hurry up and do the same. You've only killed me, what, twice? Three times? Let's see, after we beat up this dragon, then we've got to go through the memories. One of which is a boss fight. I want to see how much damage Resonant Soul's gonna do. I don't think it'd be too much, but you never know. Actually, that's really quite a lot, isn't it? Fuck, I should use that. Provided I've got the souls to power it. How much does it use? 100? It's doing as much damage as my spear was. Maybe I should get Great Resonant Soul in here. I don't know how much that uses either, but... Seems effective. Alright, effigy, dark weapon. I'm not going to bother trying to use it on this because I've got to run it around all the time anyway. Hitting it doesn't seem to be the problem most of the time. It's just not getting flattened flat. Stops. Thank you for listening to me for once. Would you do it again, or you gotta do the fire first? This thing's got a lot of life. Or resistance, or something. Oh, that's not the move I meant to do. Uh-oh, it's flying sooner than I thought. Can't run. Having stamina needs to refill. Ah, shit. And I keep getting over halfway before I die. I could get it out of the way nice and early, but no. I have to get my hopes up. I suppose this isn't going to do bugger all without the souls, is it? Yeah. I wonder if I should do resonant weapon. I really couldn't quite figure out what the difference was between dark weapon and resonant weapon. I thought it was an increase in damage, but I don't think it is. It might just be duration. Which, yeah, that wouldn't be unuseful to me. It's a hell of a lot easier than fighting it. I'm pleased. Maybe I should check what rings I'm using. I don't think fire resistance would help in any meaningful way. The only time the fires killed me is, well, because there were 2 of them, and I don't think I'd be able to get my resistance enough to take 3 hits. Seems pretty unlikely. Like blades? I don't think I'm doing that much physical damage, so maybe I can do something more useful. Strength of hexes, I don't think that helps. Using attunement. Length of spell effect? Wouldn't be useless. Sure, why not? Get me more dark weapon. I'd have no read on it quite so often. It's not really the kind of useful I was looking for. What do you do? Like you're just opening with that. It sucks. Too slow to be a monster in a fight. No, this isn't the final boss. Like Dark Souls doesn't seem to do big final bosses. At least not this big. I guess it's pretty big and we'll see her eventually. I went the wrong way. I've made mistakes. That fire hurts a lot more than the downwards one. Fuck. I wonder what is the biggest boss in Dark Souls. God of Chaos is pretty big. But what you're actually fighting is definitely not. The Ancient Dragon certainly is. It's this one. There's definitely a couple of other fairly large dragons in Dark Souls. I guess there's one or two giants as well. But are they bigger than the dragons? I don't know about that. What am I looking for? This one, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Papas. I'll keep that in mind. Jack. Turned a different direction than the way I was expecting. I feel like most of the time it seems to lie up facing you. Maybe I was too far back and it turned the other way instead. It just depends on exactly what its definition of facing me is. The more attacks I can get you to do in a row, the better. Because I can't do anything while you're up there. I should really be on the other side while it's doing this. Its leg is just there. Big old blind spot that it's not going to do anything with. Okay. I need to actually be able to... Ooh, that was too close. I don't like that. That wasn't fun. Fly, tails over this way. If I keep going for the tail, I should probably go to the other side to begin with. I get hit. Okay, stop on. No, thank goodness. Been very disappointed if it hadn't. Getting a little close to the edge and I don't really care for it. Stop. No. You don't need to stomp anymore. I've grown beyond your stomps. Okay. No, no. Wasn't a fire. I almost made a very big mistake there. I'm gonna go this way because you're getting awfully close to the edge. God, I hope there's no max range on the fire attack. I mean that there is a max range on the fire attack. I don't actually know what you do at this range, and I hope not to find out. Wasn't the most effective move I've seen. Are you just gonna do that again? Clearly I have to make up this distance. Alright, can't get cocky just yet. Now I can. I spoke too soon about speaking too soon. There we go. Shut up, Strider. Not allowed to laugh at that. It's too bad. Yeah, things dying and then falling on you, they're pretty good about being courteous about that. Why is this doing this? This shouldn't be a function that's possible. I'm not holding anything. I seem to have fixed it. Okay, I like its design. It's a big, slow fight that generally kills you with, I feel, kind of bullshit. So I don't think it can go quite as high as some of the other dragons might. It's no sin. The question is, what is it? It's definitely better than Gaping Dragon. That's a heck of a window. Let's try and find some specific examples. I would put it above Four Kings. Gaping Dragon's a shit. Annoying, it's just a shit. I would probably put it below these fights. So I'm looking around here, I think. But I am willing to give it points for being a cool dragon. I do like a good dragon. I might put it at 21. Well, when you make your list, Pence. I don't know. It's not so bad. Let's see. I put numbers in here up to the number of bosses in Dark Souls 2. So we have 11 bosses left in this game. One of them I have to... Actually, I was wrong about my number before. This one's going to be the next one I fight. Well, not actually number 58, but there's one in the memory. There's Vendrick, who eventually we will go back and kill. There are 3 bosses towards the end of the game. And that leaves 3 bosses each for each of the DLCs we have to do. I don't know why you don't like Calamite. Calamite's good. You're wrong about not liking Calamite. I can't help you with that. That's just where we'll have to stand. Also, there's nothing else here, so I can go ahead and feather the hell out. Let's see. I'm not going to bother going to the memory where the big spider was because it's not worth it and you don't need to. There are a couple more in the forest that I have to deal with. Also, I have to go and fight those fire lizard things. I'm not looking forward to that because those are complete bullshit. I mean, I don't have to fight the fire things, but I will. How about I go through the memories first? Then I'll hit up a DLC. I have to remember where they are. Remember this area? We haven't been here in a while. I have to remember where they all are. One is through here. Okay, maybe I do have to start actually doing something about this. Jump away, you bastard. That was my whole plan. I could have prevented that. Also, I should probably spend my souls before I go do anything else. These areas are not cakewalks. What the heck is a cakewalk supposed to be, anyway? I bet I go and spend the souls and then I will go. Should have done it first. Smoke on the street is Strider's always doing cakewalks. If that is indeed the definition. You have anything I care about? No? Okay.
Lively.
Just thought I'd ask.
bearer of the... until...
Please give me enough strength to wear my pants. This one? Wait, which one? Vitality. I don't know how much I need. Let's only get a couple points. I have to go up to 16 to get more attunement slots, so maybe I won't even bother. Still got dexterity to pump into. Okay, I can wear my pants now. You were always more annoying than the ones in Dark Souls 1. Some might say that was a questionable decision, what I did just. I'd be right. I don't even need to fight these things.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you. I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist. Soon, the giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The venerable Lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord. Did you see him? That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying, my blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it. And I, Drummond, won't go
Really does
down
eat away at your time limit,
without
doesn't it?
drawing mine. Be gone with you. This fort will soon fall. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us. Be gone with you. Be gone.
These things do a lot of damage. I have to watch that button to make sure that it's actually lit up again now. I don't know exactly how close I was there to death, but probably too close. I thought that might have killed it. I should have figured that if it didn't, I'd be dead. I don't know why I keep killing them. Really don't need to. I'm trying to remember which one's a which. Isn't the one up near where the pursuer was? Isn't that the one with the boss fight? Or is it the one past the King's Gate? Oh, you weren't there before. Well, see, fight so few of these things, I'm not super familiar with their movesets. Light attacks certainly seem better than the heavy ones. I can get them in one burst if I do it right. Jesus. I mean, I'm not actively killing you, but you do you. Throwing that fire. Oh. Bitch. Got bigger problems to worry about than you. You'll see that, Bo. Feeling that was coming. Go. Let's go. Time to go. Fire guy was way more annoying than I was ready for. to ransack the place before time runs out. Oh, come on. None of that. I'd jump down if I thought that was safe. And I do. I gotta say, I got through that way quicker than I did the first time. I think I've gotten everything. This is a way up there as well. And some reason to get up here, which I'm not really seeing. I think we're done. I don't think you have to do that one. I have 2 giant souls. One of which would have come from the dragon, one of which would have come from those fellows who are underneath the Black Gulch. I barely remember where the other 3 come from. Fuck off. I think it is the giant souls, yeah. That one boss as well. I'm gonna go to the other way. Where is the other way? It's down here, isn't it? I thought that was just a item like souls, give you souls thing. You know what I mean. I mean, maybe it is. If I go through all of these and I don't have enough, then I'll have some idea where it is. Should I do the fire lizard place now? I say now, like I think I'll get through it in one go. I think this is the boss one actually. The fog gate certainly implies that. You're fast when you want to be. No. So now. Going well. Besides, I want to do the other one first anyway. The boss is last, as far as I'm concerned. I do want to get that up. Well worth it. Did I miss something? You know I don't like missing stuff. That was worth it. Something was just about to hit me. So instead of this one, let's pop up to missing a bonfire? I don't remember another bonfire here. Guess I'll just check if I've missed any others. Nope, just the DLC areas. Did I miss a giant soul in that last one then? I don't think I picked one up. I don't know where it would have been if I missed it. This one. Well, that I wasn't expecting. No, not as much damage to you. There's the good stuff. I'm still baffled by how I've been missing a bonfire. Oh, I never went... I know where it is. I guess I should go down there as well. That shouldn't be too hard by now. Right, this one. Dead. For some reason that one always cracks me up. People saying things are bloody expensive when they're broken. Like putting it behind a bunch of pots that you have to roll behind to even see the message. Oh, come back. You all are tougher than your present versions. I do seem to remember to dying to some kind of trap around here. I don't even know what that did. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Missing something? Do I care? Barely. Oh, I saw that ballista. Well, ignore me then, I don't care. Let's see, I suppose I'm expected to jump down one of these spots. Probably the one with an item on it. If I was gonna guess. Is this the thing I can hit? No, this is the way down. At least I hope it's the way down, because I'm not getting off of here otherwise. Honestly, more worried about the little bastard guy. Suppose you're the one I need to worry about though, aren't you? Oh shit. And I need to hurry it up too. I'd rather not have to come back here, but I probably will. It's alright, I'll head straight down next time. I think I can go straight back in, can't I? I can. I don't have all my dark weapons back though. No, it's very weak to dark. Seems like a bad place to get narrow. Help, 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 help. I was worried. I know what these can do. I don't want to get hit by them. Right. The dead giants in them. They give you the souls of the giants. That's right. You got some weird hitboxes. I don't appreciate it. So I need to go back into that other one and find one of those dead giants. Try and make it quick otherwise. Said it's almost definitely in the last area. It's just whether or not I can run through everything. I won't try and run through the first couple. If I remember correctly, this felt like gives you something if you kill the Giant Lord before talking to him. Or kill the Giant Lord and then talk to him again. The Pyromancer one looked like the other Pyromancer ones. I ain't seen you do no pyro, so. Thread the needle, thread the needle. Correctly, it's up there somewhere. How do I get to there? Do I just have to jump over there, or am I missing some path? Or is there a way through here? There's totally a door down there and I just didn't go through. Go figure. Oh, wrong. No, I should probably just use Resonant Soul anyway. It seems to be working awfully well. You're a bigger one. It might not work quite so strongly. Do you suppose this is supposed to be the area I was just in? As in, there's that king's door that comes out around here, and then that dead giant here, and then this is that valley area? It certainly resembles it enough for me to believe that. With all the scaffolding. That's the word. Fire things. Let's go run through past all the fire things. which is this way. I would do my due diligence to point out just how goddamn terrible these things are to fight under all circumstances, but I'd rather just be done with them. So instead I'm just gonna run. Am I clear? You never completely clear, who am I kidding? Oh, and there's no one. Can I get past you? Just real quick. I don't remember you blocking the way like that. I could stab it, but it's not going to do anything. I may be exaggerating slightly about that part, but only that part. They're exactly as annoying and just terrible. They're a terrible enemy. There are a couple of them in one of the DLCs. They are much less annoying there, due to the circumstances of where you find them. We'll get there. Look, should I try and fight this one then? I don't want to fight this one anymore. I'm going. God, and it's coming. Why the hell are you down here? You're not supposed to be here. It fell off the bridge. It must have. You. I bet it was you. How'd you get down there? It'd be so much easier if I could survive that fall. I would not. I think it's just that item down there and that chest. That's all. I don't care about anything else that goes on down there. Just have ridiculous tracking. They will turn 180 degrees to shoot you in the face with a tongue or possibly fire. Probably fire. Or just themselves. Like, you try and fight these things melee. It just ram you, then ram you again. You haven't had time to dodge or deal any damage. Then they'll do that a bunch until you're dead. Or there isn't really a second option. See, you didn't need to do that. Just glad you can sometimes sneak past this thing. Like that, I won't. Alright, I will try and kill the first one, which is by itself and out in the open. Almost certainly not. But it's not the point. Why are these things so terrible? I got 108 souls somehow. That is enough for one resident soul, which is good because I want to see how much that does. Suppose I kill this thing. So. Why are you making it so easy? Now I would look like a goddamn idiot. You know, more than usual. Okay, maybe I wasn't wrong about them being terrible though. I still intend to ignore the last one if I get a chance. It's a fire orb. God forbid if you needed the hawk ring. Tracks you the whole way around. It's ridiculous. No other enemy has the indecency to do that, you bastard. I didn't bother killing them last time. Clearly, whatever equipment I was using was not as well suited to killing them as this is. It's still painful. I was gonna go and kill the other one. Why? Why would I bother doing such a thing? Now then, to the other side area before I go and kill the boss and then run out of things to do. I didn't remember that I didn't go down here all the way. Whoops. Lots of skeletons. Glad they prompt you, because I would be really pissed off if I used that every time. Where did you come from? No matter. Oh god damn it. Where is this? I might as well rise to the challenge. That said, last time I did this, it was right when I first got here at the start of the game, so hopefully this goes a bit better. That went way better. I guess that's your early game source of a whip if you want one. The record, if you don't go out there and fight them, they come after you once you get to about here, and that's not much better. Unfortunately, there's one person left that I still have to kill. Who also will probably be much easier at this point in the game rather than when I did it. So I gotta say, this fight really sucked. I would guard break you. I never get a chance to guard break anyone. And the last bonfire. Completely optional. Which leaves that one. Go and fight this boss. Then that leaves, in the base game, Vendrick and the final bosses. That's it. They all sound like they sparkled, or is it just this one? I'm not going to bother trying to fight the ones on the way this time. Not a good idea at best of times. I have no memory of what you do, but I assume it's more or less like the Iron Golem. Not that I want to get hit by it anyway, so I don't mind if this fight goes pretty quickly. Good anticlimactic if I do it like that, isn't it? Ow. I guess I'm done here. Yes, there's an item over there, but I'm pretty sure something dropped it, so I don't care. I suppose that was the Giant Lord, isn't it? I have to rate that. I almost straight up forgot, because that's such a non-fight. I'm gonna say worse than the last giant, which is ironic, given that technically they're the same enemy. The last giant, if I remember correctly, is the Giant Lord. I also have to look up if that is the proper name. Bear with me. Come on, Firefox, you can do it. Giant Lord, yes. Okay. So we're looking at below number 27. But maybe not necessarily very far below. The fights are pretty similar. It's just by the time you get to the Giant Lord, you're obviously way better at playing Dark Souls than you were when you fought the last giant. Probably. You don't have to fight the last giant anytime near the beginning of the game at all, I don't think. Forest of the Giants is pretty much optional until you get to this point in the game. Because you need something that Giant Lord drops. I might put it... I might put it directly beneath the last giant, actually. Why not? Oops. Everything's broken. Oh, you shouldn't be green. There we are. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a terribly engaging fight. I guess that's that. I have wrapped up pretty much everything in the game besides the 2 DLCs and the last thing, with one exception. And I'm going to go there after I've spent these souls and take one crack at the
Bearer of
boss.
the-
I'll
until
probably get killed, But if I don't, we'll get another boss on the list. It shouldn't take long to get there. The dex is at 50. What am I supposed to put my points into? Vigor? I could actually get some decent life? Or stamina? Stamina sounds pretty good. Health or stamina? Let's get both up to 15. Go vigor, then insurance. Then I need to go to... here. Fortunately, the bulk of why this place was a pain, we don't have to engage with. Except for the last room. Which mostly will not be a problem. Except I do have to kill these things so they don't ring the bells and make my life hell. Is that just one of those dark spirits hanging out there? What are you doing? Why are you here? Of all the places. At one point, why didn't you come and kill me last time? Is there another one? No? I could ignore you. Probably. I suppose if you follow me all the way in, I will have to deal with you then. I never really paid attention to the background of this area. Kinda cool. I think also now that I've got the Ashen Mist Heart, I never actually did this, but I think this is a DLC thing, and as you get the crowns, this changes.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drangleic. Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, Seeker of Fire, coveter of the throne. I am no king. I am more fit to be a jester. I was unaware of my own blindness. We are feeble vessels, with feebler souls. We would cast aside the prop of life, only to face greater hardship. Are you another such fool? Or something more?
I'm playing Dark Souls.
I fail to see your design, young moth. But I see very little these days. But
Guess that's everything I get out of him for now. Anyway. Well, that was short-lived. We can save that for next time. Or maybe even after a DLC, I don't know. Maybe I should clear out everything before the DLC. I'll probably get Vendrick first. Yes, thank you, Peps. Very encouraging. Anyway, I'm gonna bugger off. And then I'll be back next week. Or whenever I stream next. I don't know. I'll be back with this next week. Beyond that, who can say? Bye now.